Topping our news tonight is that off-the-field issue now facing one of the Detroit Lions' young stars, who is already serving a 2-game suspension over performance-enhancing drugs. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. It's a story that will likely send shockwaves through the Detroit sports fan base and across the NFL.
Now, earlier this month, police nearly arrested Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams after they say he was caught with a concealed handgun during a traffic stop. Williams is not a CPL holder. The 7 investigators exclusively obtaining body cam video of the police stop in Detroit.
But were the cuffs taken off because of his high-profile status? Our questions have already triggered a Detroit police internal investigation.
Here's 7 investigator Ross Jones with what he has learned.
I want to know if the fact that this individual was a Detroit Lions player, did that play a factor in the decision-making?
It's just after midnight on October 8th, and near the corner of Connor and Jefferson, 2 Detroit police officers are pulling over a driver for speeding.
Detroit police, you know I'm stopping you?
In the passenger seat of the black Audi is Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams. Driving the car is his brother.
Before you start, you're trying any weapons in the vehicle? Yeah. Yeah, he a CPL holder? Yeah. Okay, where's your CPL at? Yeah. Alrighty. Any other weapons in the vehicle besides that one? You got another one. Where's that one at? You don't gotta reach for it. It's over there with him.
Officers said they found the second gun under Jameson Williams' seat. They would take both weapons, finding that the first, found in the back seat, was registered to Williams' brother, who had a concealed pistol license. The gun under Williams' seat was registered to him, but he didn't have a CPL. And that, the officer concluded, was a problem.
I'm gonna take you out, okay? For what? You're gonna start for carrying a concealed weapon, and I'm just explaining it to you so I can be transparent. But you are weapon, sir. Okay?
It's clear from the stop that the officer does not know who Williams is, but repeatedly, he would remind him.
Only because I play for the Lions, bro. I'm Jameson Williams.
Bro, I play for the Detroit Lions, bro.
I play for the Lions.
Sir, I understand you play for the Lions. That doesn't give you, like, any...
I know, but I can call somebody right now that you can talk to, bro.
At one point, Williams' brother tells police that the gun belongs to him. But during the stop, the Lions wide receiver admits the gun is his.
I got the gun for protection. Do y'all know where I live at? Detroit.
Despite his celebrity status, Williams is handcuffed and placed in the back of the squad car. DPD Commander Michael McGinnis says that was the right call.
I feel that there was probable cause to arrest and that he was under arrest by the patrol officer. And because of that, he should have been conveyed to the Detroit Detention Center and processed.
But Williams wasn't taken to jail.
Sorry.
Instead, a supervisor was called to the scene. The department says that's not unusual for a high-profile stop. It's a precaution to make sure I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So within a few minutes, a sergeant arrives on scene.
What's his name?
This?
Jameson
Williams.
9-5, go ahead.
The wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay, hang on.
Unlike the responding officers, the sergeant is a Lions fan. That's made clear by looking at his cell phone. Over the next 30 minutes, the sergeant would make a series of phone calls to higher-ranking officials, trying to determine if Williams needed to be arrested or if the driver's concealed pistol license covered both his and Williams' gun. At one point, the sergeant can be heard whispering something to the arresting officer's partner.
He indicated he was so mad at them. And I think what he was referring to was the arresting officers, I assume in a jovial way, for them having made the traffic stop and detained the passenger.
After conferring with multiple supervisors, the sergeant makes 2 more phone calls, and it sounds like Williams is about to be taken to jail.
Well, be advised, he's coming in. You might want to make special accommodations. He's going to be going for carrying a concealed weapon.
But minutes later, everything changes. The sergeant speaks to a lieutenant who says Williams should be released from custody. We can't hear his side of the conversation.
Okay, beautiful. I'm good to let him go? You're hero. Thank you so much.
Williams is taken out of cuffs. His gun is returned. A police report is not written. No warrant request would be submitted to the prosecutor.
The chief was very unhappy about the totality of the circumstances here, even to go as far as say he was pissed off.
Tonight, Detroit police have launched an internal affairs investigation into this case and the decision not to arrest the Lions wide receiver. Late last week, a warrant request was submitted to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, with Williams facing a charge of carrying a concealed weapon in a motor vehicle.
Quite naturally, I think the probable cause was there for an arrest on this particular individual, and my concern in this particular case is to make sure that we have done everything legitimately in this case.
Well, the following Sunday, Williams traveled with the team to Dallas, where he recorded 3 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown. Late today, the Detroit Lions released the following statement. It reads, "Jameson made us aware immediately that he was a passenger in a routine traffic stop on October 8th. We discussed the incident with him and have kept the league informed of what we know. We understand he was released without incident or citation. It is now our understanding that the Detroit Police Department is revisiting the matter. Jameson has hired an attorney and will not be commenting further out of respect for the legal process." We also received a statement from Williams' attorney, Todd Flood. It reads, "On October 8th, my clients were pulled over for an alleged traffic violation. During the course of the stop, my clients were both cooperative and respectful with the police officers. With the 2 pistols that were found in the vehicle, they were both properly registered, and the driver in the vehicle had the proper credentials to carry them. We have cooperated with law enforcement and will continue to do so." DPD says the arresting officers conducted themselves properly during the stop and stand by their actions tonight. Prosecutor Kim Worthy's office says they have received the warrant request and are reviewing it now.
But nobody should be above the law, no matter what.
Well, you want to make sure that this was handled the way it would be handled for everybody. That's what they're asking right now. And obviously, Jameson Williams, who everybody's rooting for here, is already dealing with some problems, and he didn't need more to deal with.
No, he didn't. He's a young man, and he's made some mistakes for sure.